Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 19th, going to the 25th of February. So let's dive in for you guys. I am just going to split the deck for you. For Capricorn, please Spirit, I'm just going to pull the cards out. Alright, so your current energy, Seven of Swords, what is that about? Challenge, Ace of Swords, interesting. What to focus on? Four of Pentacles, past energy, Eight of Swords, strengths this week, Empress, love that. And your near future is the Six of Cups. Overall energy, Six of Swords. So, all right, let's dive in. I do have a deck to clarify as well. First thing I do have to point out is that in your energy, you do have the Seven of Swords. That is a little bit of maybe doing things we shouldn't be doing. It usually is when it's in your position, potentially some self-sabotage or going against what you know you should be doing, because your challenge is actually some sort of truth. So with that being said, and now I'm not calling any of you names and I'm not saying that you're doing anything bad. Sometimes it's just doing things that whether you're trying to take the fast route when you know you're trying to do it for long term and that there's a more stable route, but you're deciding to just take a risk for the sake of being quick, for the sake of just acting on impulse rather than acting on what you know. A lot of you, I will say that this week you are going to feel more connected to your intuition. But again, that's why the Seven of Swords is there potentially this week, is because it's almost like there is some temptation to maybe go against your intuition, to try and do things a little bit differently. It doesn't always have to be bad, but Seven of Swords to me is usually about doing something we know we shouldn't. Let's see, Seven of Swords, let's see what this is about. We have the Lovers card coming through. The Nine of Pentacles. Now, Two of Cups is also here. This could be pertaining to somebody. I'm going to have to put this two ways. So for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody here who might not be the best for you. The Ace of Swords is clearly something that you know already, is that there is this little voice within that's trying to tell you something about this connection, or maybe even our own habits in this connection, because you have the Lovers and the Two of Cups, so it does feel like it's somebody. You could be giving someone the benefit of the doubt when they already told you what they're like and it doesn't align with you, for example. Right. Let's dive in. Now, outside of love, I will speak about that first because not all of you will be dealing with that. Love does represent a choice. So for some of you, this week, now I'm going to say it like it doesn't have to be a bad thing. For some of you, you could actually just be deciding that you just want to do something on your own, because you're the Nine of Pentacles here as well, which is about self-sufficiency, financial freedom, financial independence as well. So it is a really nice card to be in. You will be loving your own energy, which is great. But there is a choice coming up this week that maybe you've been avoiding, or something that you're just deciding to do, is to have a strategy for your own self. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe that's something good for you guys this week. I'm going to clarify this again. For some of you, in terms of a relationship, you could actually be doubting whether you want to be in this relationship or if you just want to live life on your own, for example. Let's see. I will say, let's just dive in. Three of Wands is like a waiting energy. Why is the Seven of Swords here? The Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles. This energy feels like waiting for something to play out, because this is really like kind of like divine timing. Three of Wands here as well. It's about timing of something. Seven of Pentacles, something you've been working on or putting a lot of energy into for a while. It is usually, that's a Capricorn card for me. For some of you, maybe there is a sense of maybe giving up on something and doing something differently. I think the goal is the same. You ultimately are wanting abundance, financial freedom. You want peace, basically. You want to be able to wake up and just enjoy your life slowly. You don't want to be having to carry the heavy load like you've been doing. So you've been waiting, you've been putting a lot of energy into something, clearly a project of some kind, something that you are waiting for the results to come back to you. Divine timing, there is expansion coming through for you, but a Seven of Swords seems to be this feeling of, do I just give up? Do I just make a really big choice right here, right now, and change something? Now, I'm not seeing that being bad or good, so I'm going to carry on with the reading and hopefully it will come up here. Let's go into your challenge. Your challenge is this truth. All right, so that's an interesting kind of play of cards here. Your challenge here is actually admitting something or actually seeing the truth of a situation. Let's clarify this. The Sun, also about truth and clarity. You know, it's usually the card of like what's done in the dark will have to come to light eventually, right? Clarify this energy. The Eight of Pentacles too. Your challenge this week is that there is some sort of idea that maybe you guys, again, might not be taking action upon, or it may not be clear to you just yet, that there is some sort of truth about maybe a new beginning that is going to bring a lot of victory, a lot of happiness, and a lot of financial rewards. All right. I don't know how they tie into each other unless you do already. But maybe you already know the decision that you have to make, basically, is what you're currently going through. Is clearly a decision. Maybe it is, maybe you feel guilty. Maybe that's why the Seven of Swords is there, is because you feel like you're doing something selfish. But in this case, you're doing something that is right for your life. Your life is not really dependent on everyone else. So, you know, you do what you gotta do, if that's what you feel called to, because there's a lot of victory in your challenge position. And it seems to be just by listening to that inner voice that you already have. I feel like you guys already know. Ooh, oh, that's quite interesting. There is this, like, I didn't realize it like this. It's almost like this is what you're desiring, but you're kind of maybe walking and betraying yourself. Maybe that's what this card is about, for others, or for choosing others. So maybe that's the thing that you know needs to change, is that maybe you're working on everyone else's projects. Maybe you are kind of dedicating yourself to, you know, making choices for others rather than for yourself. That could be a message here. But anyway, let's put these back in. Now, what you're being called to focus on this week is the Four of Pentacles. So it's on the fact that your energy is a bit blocked at the moment. There's almost nothing's being let out, nothing's being let in to your energy. And that is a bit of a challenge. Yes, it means that we are protecting ourselves and not letting people in, but it also means that you're not letting the universe in either. So the Four of Pentacles is a stubborn energy. It's asking for you to maybe loosen up a little bit. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles for you. The Five of Swords, Temperance, and then Knight of Wands. Why does it feel like a person? We have very strong Sagittarius energy coming through, but I feel like it's an energy they're wanting you to adopt this week. So Four of Pentacles, it's clear that you're trying to build a strong foundation. Five of Swords, you've been through crap, basically. This is a card of conflict and arguments, stuff like that, disagreements. Clearly, disagreements have caused you to feel a bit stuck, or that you don't want to let anyone in. You've clearly had issues with people around you. The Temperance card is about balancing yourself. And the Knight of Wands, both Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is known for being quite naive, but not always. Well, sometimes it's a bit difficult when you have that energy, but other times it is the thing that leads you towards believing that things are that things are possible in this world, and it's the thing that brings us to seek adventure and seek exploration. And that's what this energy is about. It feels like what Spirit is asking you to focus on this week is healing a part of yourself where you are blocking yourself because of past situations. Some of you might be, you know, avoiding creativity. Some of you could be avoiding seeking that freedom. This Sagittarius energy might be in your chart for some of you, but it almost is like there's an inner part of you that's seeking freedom and expansion, is seeking that childlike play. But you're closing off to it because, you know, you're trying to, you know, maybe you've been through disappointments and maybe things have not been working out. Temperance is saying patience and balance will really help you, because I do see that you will be moving forward, and I do see some travel coming up for you guys, Capricorn. I'm not sure exactly when, but it definitely is something here. What you're being also focused on is opening up a little bit, balancing your energy and getting back up on the high horse, and going to explore. I think maybe you neglected a part of yourself lately, and that's something they're wanting you to bring back. In terms of your past position, Eight of Swords, this is a feeling of being stuck and trapped in a situation, being a little bit stuck up in the mind. Let's clarify that card. Four of Swords, that's a card of healing. And Judgment. One more, please, for this situation. The Tower and the King of Cups. Well, that is a falling out, separation probably with somebody. It does feel like maybe you were stuck in a relationship for some of you. Maybe there was a little bit of emotional manipulation. I'm only saying it just because the Tower card is a falling out here, and you felt quite stuck in a situation. Maybe it was because your heart was involved, but mentally that you knew that this wasn't really the healthiest of connections. Like I'm speaking very generally, because none of these cards are literally describing the relationship, but the Eight of Swords is describing how you felt in this. King of Cups could be a person, of course, or it could represent you if you identify as a person who was, had a lot of emotion involved in this. So Eight of Swords, if this person took the blindfold off, they'll be able to see that they're not actually stuck. But sure, it does feel like a very troubling situation, though, nonetheless. Something fell apart, something, divine intervention came into play, whether it's a truth, an epiphany, or something happened in this dynamic that caused you to break free. And actually, I feel like this situation was a catalyst for something that you really needed to heal a long time ago. Because with the Four of Swords, this resting, this healing, this contemplation has caused some sort of this is a card of forgiveness. Doesn't mean that we have to let someone into our life, though, but it does feel like there was a truth from the universe that came through via separation or some sort of heartbreak, an emotional understanding of something. Yeah, the Magician, maybe someone was a bit manipulative. This is also about understanding your freedom as well, like what you visualize, what you believe you can have in your lifetime, you're able to bring into your reality. A difficult situation where you feel very stuck, luckily you broke free from that, clearly taught you a very valuable lesson about what you really want and desire for the rest of your life, and that clearly since then you've thought bigger and better things for yourself. That's what I'm picking up on. It just feels like at the moment you might be prioritizing other people's needs and kind of neglecting your own. Feeling like, oh, I'll do that another time, or that project I really want to do, I know it's going to bring me a lot of success, but let me just do what I'm being told to do right now and not do that. Like, you could be struggling with the idea, for example, of like whether you should quit your job and work for yourself, or whatever it is. It's almost like either you are doing something for someone else or you're doing it for yourself. That feels like the choice that you guys are having to make here. Your strengths this week is the Empress. This is a card of abundance. It's a card of love and beauty. All right, it's about attracting and not chasing here. So what you desires you also, Capricorn. Affirm that. Let's clarify this energy. Why is this your strength here? Four of Wands and a King of Pentacles. This is interesting. This feels like some sort of celebration around your resources. This can also be a person here, but this feels like in terms of like money, finance, it feels like you can actually call this energy in. Like for some of you, there is going to be some celebration, good news, whether that's a promotion of some kind, but this is reaching a goal, maybe a financial goal. For some of you, this could actually be like a marriage. And that could be your strength this week, is that there is somebody here who, wants to be in your life and wants to have a partnership with you. That can also be career-wise as well, by the way. Like there is a really, there's somebody around you who could be quite good for your growth. For some of you, I mean, there could be a pregnancy for somebody here if you are in a connection. This is something to celebrate. For those of you here, that's what I'm seeing. In terms of your strengths this week, some of you could actually be getting some sort of loan or financial opportunity from somebody. Okay. In terms of your near future, what's interesting is you have the Six of Cups. This is a card of nostalgia and thinking about the past, this is past energy. So for that to be in your near future is definitely something I have to clarify. It feels like you'd be quite nostalgic. You have the Star card though, which represents healing. So for a lot of you, I do feel like you are going to hear some really good news in regards to a stable new beginning. I think there's going to be a lot of good news in your future, by the way. So this is like an opportunity, for example, a new stream of income, an idea that you can really, use moving forward. This could be like a home situation, like whatever it is. There are some links to the past. So for some of you, maybe it is something that you used to do, that you used to enjoy, or because of these good opportunities, you might find yourself being quite nostalgic and really understanding the fact that you have healed a lot since the past. There is just that energy coming through here. And your overall energy is a Six of Swords that's moving towards calmer times. What's interesting is whatever your goal is, whatever this victory is, whatever this challenge is, I'm actually seeing you slowly but surely getting there. So if you do feel a little bit lost at the moment, like this feels more mentally, I will say that mentally, things actually are going to get better for you. We have the 8 here in your past, the 7 in your present, 5 of Swords and what to focus on. Like it's almost going down, and 6 of Swords here as well. Like it feels like you're counting down to the 1, so you can start fresh mentally, like in terms of your beliefs or your thoughts, for example, if that's something that you are dealing with. Like, don't know why, but that just came up in my mind. So 6 of Swords, ultimately you are moving towards calmer waters, you're moving towards calmer times, which is always great to see. You're the Knight of Swords. That could mean that things actually start picking up pace here. There could be some sort of like communication coming through. Let's clarify that energy. The Justice card. I don't know if that's a legal situation. A Libra. Something I will say that you do have someone who's not very happy with you. But that's not really what we want to focus on, to be honest. For a lot of you, you've had to move away maybe from somebody who was a little bit deceptive, and you are figuring that out now, or maybe they are just for their own interest, or maybe you just have a couple of people who just aren't really happy for you. Because with the Justice card, things are being made fair, and it's only that when things being made fair and you're moving forward that clearly people's true colors are really coming out. I am hearing like this for some of you, some people who, for some of you, like this could be like friendships that you outgrew. Everything was okay when you're all on the same level, but as soon as you start doing better for yourself, then suddenly they start making these weird comments because they're, clearly displaying a bit of jealousy and envy. Rather than uplifting you and celebrating your wins, they're making a little bit of digs and comments like on the sly. Like I'm just feeling like things are being made fair. And if people, suddenly change their tune, then they're not really for you moving forward. So for some of you, you are going to have to let go of a few people. For others of you, it does feel like there is going to be a difficult conversation coming up. I don't know if it's legal, again, with that Libra energy, but it is about a chance to bring things to balance, to speak your truth. Even if if you are speaking your truth, I don't think they're going to be very happy or agree with it. But that's their problem, not your problem. What you need to do is say what you need to say if you want to. But ultimately, it's about you moving forward and away from that situation, because it does feel like there could be somebody trying to make a comment here, but I see you're moving forward. And I think choosing yourself is actually the best option here, because, a part of you is like, I really should be doing what I've said I need to be doing. I should be prioritizing myself. But for some of you, again, it could be this love interest that's coming back up again. And a part of you is like, should I just go back? No. Again, a lot of you already know what you need to do when it comes down to a decision. Alrighty, my angels, I send you my love. I wish you all the best. Please let me know if this reading resonated with you. I send you my absolute love. And and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.